So, all right, now I'm going to go over some concepts for where the leg positioning is, and then I'll go into the technique, okay? Because this order is a little better for you to hopefully absorb it. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a little trick here. Maybe, yeah, head here, feet here. On your back, sorry, on your back. There you go, that's good. All right, so you can relax, I'm not going to do anything. Okay, so right now I'm gonna basically create two sides of tie here. I'm gonna split them in half directly through, one ball on each side, you know, one ear on each side kind of thing. Basically the same. So this side A tie and B tie, or tie B, okay? If I'm doing a choke, say he's doing a guillotine on somebody, and let's say B side has the head of the guillotine, okay? So he's doing a guillotine right here. Ty needs the center of his opponent, say it's me, center of my hips on the same side as the head. So my head that's on side B and the center of my hips has to be on side B. Okay, and what that does, you know, often he's on a hip here. So my head and the center of my hips are here. What that does is allows the lining up of his wrist with the full of my throat. Now, if we're in a different situation and say my head's still on side B, but now the center of my hips is on side A, that changes the direction. So my head would be like this, and what happens, the side of my neck here is starts to rotate towards the body. So if I turn my chin would basically be in his ribs. So he's only getting the side of the neck. Okay? So if it's all on one side, the head lines up, okay, and he'll be directly lined up right on the choke because it's all on one side. It rotates to the other side. You see how the center of the head here, it's going to be on the center of his part on his back, his ribs, and allows the guy's chin to rotate. Therefore, the hip position, when you fall back on an arm guillotine, it really matters. It really matters. You know, the goose will compensate if things are a little off. It will compensate. Especially if we do the manly choke, then it won't matter so much where the hips are. But when you do an arm in guillotine, you want to follow those basics. They want to follow those basics. It's kind of like when you get your guillotine on somebody, but he double flares you, and his head is here, and his hips are here, that he basically has escaped the choke. Okay? So that hip alignment is very, very important when you start addressing your setups and your attacks, because you really want that to happen. And like I said, the goose will help you if things are off, but follow those fundamentals. All right? And when we do the technique in a minute here, you will see that lineup. If I fall back or even if I finish on top, you will see that lineup for the most effective finish. Okay? I think that I explained that. Do I need to go more detail to understand that? Talking to you? No. All right, never mind. So this is what I got to deal with? God knows what he was thinking about. God knows. Knowing this guy.
Loose neck. We should do like a hand signal. Just like that.
Yes, that's cool.
Loose neck. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I heard people down in a village in New York, that means something. I don't know what it means, but it doesn't look. It looks like everybody's happy. Almost like they're gay. You know, that used to mean happy.
Still does.
In England, a fag is a cigarette. Yeah, strange world. All right. So, head and hips, all on one side of your body is the ideal setup. You add that with the strong grip, nice tight position, and 2x4 and goose. You're going to have a real effective choke. It's going to get him to tap really fast and get you out of there.